I need an intervention. Somebody send help. SOS. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are going to be using products that I have bought but never used. I am a full mess. I've bought all these products and they literally have just gone to like the back of my drawer and like in all my IKEA cabinetry, and I've forgotten about them. So what I did is I rummaged through everything, found the things that I've bought but have never used, and we are going to today create a full face with all those products. I'll give you all my impressions on these products and a little bit of explanation of why you didn't use them, why I forgot about them. You ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Hold on to your brushes. It's makeup time. Have you guys ever gone into like a Sephora or an Ulta or some sort of makeup store or makeup section of a store and just kind of like you get tunnel vision and then you like black out? Because I feel like that happens to me all the time. I go in for like one item and then it's like something comes over me and like the spirits of past ancestors who were also obsessed with makeup enter into my body and I just kind of black out, and then I wake up and I'm like in a pile of empty boxes at home.
A joke. I do not believe this is happening. I'm literally about to.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe you know. I need therapy. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these items. Let's do a full face. If you have not subscribed to this channel, seriously, what the heck are you waiting for? It's literally free. You just click the button. That's it. That's all, mama. Let's go ahead and get started on this face. The first product I'm gonna use is the Morphe Equalizer Primer. We just got a Morphe store in Atlanta and I went in and I literally like bought the entire store because I was like, oh, Morphe, oh, I can try all these products that I've never tried before. And so then I did that and then it all just went in the back of a drawer.
You should experience it. You always say I want to experience things, but I don't think you actually want to experience things because you would experience it if you wanted to experience things.
It's very similar to, you know, another silicone primer. It feels very much like a pore filling silicone primer. I would kind of compare it to the Smashbox, which is like the OG primer, right? Just kind of rubbing this all in and making sure to press in. And now I'm ready to go into foundation. I'm going to be using the Dior Forever Skin Glow. I got this and then like 2 days later, Dior dropped their new face and body foundation, which is like amazing, incredible. I love that foundation. So if you don't have that foundation, get that foundation because it's very good. But I wanted to try this one as well. This Forever Skin Glow 24-hour wear radiant perfection. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Hopefully it's my right skin tone. We're about to find out. I only color matched at Sephora, so I've not really even tested it out, but we shall see right now. Oh, it looks pretty good. I mean, that is not bad. I am a pro color matcher.
Pretty legendary if you ask me.
I think I just have kind of an obsession with makeup. I mean, if you're watching this channel, you like makeup at least a little bit. So I think we all can agree that when you see a new product, you see something you want to try or someone recommends something, you're like, oh my God, I have to try that. But there are so many new releases and so many new things that come out all the time. I feel like it's impossible to keep up with anything. There are very few products that I use pretty regularly and that I hit pan on. So I feel like I always am constantly buying new products just because of the hype or because someone has recommended it to me, or I just have gone into Sephora or another store and kind of gone ham. I mean, this is a pretty good foundation, I'm not gonna lie. Some of my new foundations that I've gotten, like the Urban Decay, like the Beauty Bakery, obviously the new Dior one is good. Charlotte Tilbury just had a really good foundation launch. So there's been so many new foundation launches that I've loved and been obsessed with. So some of these older ones have just kind of taken a backseat to some of these new launches because everyone was really into skincare for a moment until we got like 75 palettes all in the span of like a month. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna go on to is concealer. I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. This is in C6. I have yet to find a concealer that I am obsessed with. I know, like, if I showed you my concealer drawer, you'd be like, because there's literally like 100 concealers in there. But I just feel like concealer is one of those things that's like really hard to get right. I don't have super dark circles under my eyes. I don't have a lot of color correction that needs to get done. But I also do have aging under eyes, right? Because I'm old as So I do try to keep my concealer pretty light. The one concealer that I do like is the KKW concealer. That's kind of my go-to right now. But I did really hear great things about this concealer. Makeup Revolution has sent me other things. They didn't send me this. So full disclosure, nothing in this video is sponsored. I've bought it all out of my checking account.
Oh, Lord, you got money. He got money. Get it all for him.
It all got bought, so nothing is gifted. I know with FTC regulations are changing. We want to make sure that everything's above board. Nothing here is gifted. Everything I've bought with my own money from my own job that I work. I do like this concealer. It's similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's supposedly supposed to be hydrating. We want to make sure that everything is nice and wet. Okay, to set these under eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Laura Mercier Secret Blurring Powder for under eyes. I am so picky when it comes to my under eyes, like you have no idea. Because I do have those lines, I feel like I have to be super picky. So I don't like putting a lot of powder under this area. So I ended up getting this but never using it just because I found the Becca Hydra Mist, which is like a game changer when it comes to your under eye area, keeping that all hydrated. You know, Becca's my girl. We'll try this. So I put concealer here and then I go just a line down, pretty standard. Now I know you're wondering if I put makeup underneath my bangs, and my question is the top of the Statue of Liberty finished or unfinished? Girl, it's finished. I do all that under my bangs. Even though I have bangs, I still want to make sure it all looks good under there because you never know when like a strong wind is gonna blow and then all your secrets are revealed. So I try to make sure that that's all done as well. But if you're a girl who has bangs and you're like, I don't want to do my forehead makeup, you know, you do you, don't do it. I am not gonna expose you. Okay, I mean, I like this concealer. It looks really good. Now, there is a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes, and I think that's because of the Laura Mercier blurring powder. Okay, we are now moving on to contouring. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. It is a cream liquid contour that has come in this little disposable thing, and you just kind of squeeze it, and oh, she's real thick. I don't know if this is gonna look good. I am very careful about my contour. Hopefully this blends out. This may be really bad. All right, we're gonna take a sponge and try to blend this all in. It's also super warm toned, which is weird because contour for me should be cool toned because I am cool toned. I don't like really warm contours. I feel like it defeats the purpose because then it just becomes a bronzer, not a contour. Okay, we are gonna try to fix this because this is a mess. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna use the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. You guys know that I love this sculpting powder, and the reason I'm gonna count it in this video is that I normally use the book, and you can see that this book is like nice and used, and I actually got this a while back. It's the singles, so it may be cheating a little bit, but I'm gonna count it and contour with this, and if you don't like it, stop watching. And see, I just really like this contour powder because it's a lot more gray, it's a lot more cool tone, so it just looks better on my particular skin. If you are a warm tone person, you can get away with using a warm tone contour, but when you're trying to create a shadow, cool tones create shadows, so not a fan of that Charlotte Tilbury.
Somebody lied to her several times and told her that she was fly, hot, and sexy and beautiful, and she's nothing like that. She's nothing of the sort.
I mean, it would work good for like a bronzer moment. If you wanted to use it for bronzer, you can definitely use it for bronzer, but that'll probably go back in the back of the drawer for me. All right, let's go ahead and contour the nose. You are seeing behind the curtain here. When it comes to contouring my nose, I have a crooked nose. I'm sorry. In lieu of getting a nose job, which is, you know, on the horizon. Right now, I just have to kind of deal with what I've got. Work with what you got. Right? I mean, all we can do. So basically I just draw a straight line all the way down, even though I don't have a straight line on my nose. Okay, now my face looks a mess. So we're gonna go ahead and clean everything up. We are going to use the Morphe translucent bacon set. Like I said, I went to Morphe. I was like, went way overboard and bought every product in there and then never used it at all. So we're gonna use it now. I usually use the Pat McGrath to set my face, and I use the KKW baking powder to bake. You know, we're all for trying new things here. There's nothing wrong with changing up your routine until your face ends up looking like garbage. Okay, so a little while back, I asked on Twitter, I guess it was like months and months ago. It was probably like 5 months ago. I asked, what are some good drugstore products that you recommend? Because I hadn't used a lot of drugstore products, and everyone was like, oh, you have to try Milani, you have to try Milani. So I went and got a bunch of Milani stuff, and then I literally never used it.
These bitches don't support me. These bitches are waiting for my motherfucking downfall, bitch.
Except for a Milani blush and maybe a Milani eyeshadow palette, which I was not necessarily a fan of. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Milani bronzer today and hopefully blend out some of this contour. As far as bronzers go, I end up using Hoola bronzer more often than not. I also use Marc Jacobs Fantastic bronzer. I use Bobbi Brown bronzer. It just depends. It depends on, you know, which one is closest, which one I can find, and which one is not in a messy drawer, which, you know, alternates. Just using this to warm up the face and just kind of blend the contour in to the rest of the face. Okay, let's wipe this bake off because we don't want it to sit too much. It did a pretty good job of cleaning everything up. I mean, like I said, I really like the Pat McGrath powder, but if you don't have $1 million to spend on Pat McGrath, powder's okay. It actually did a pretty good job of kind of straightening everything and making everything look pretty nice. Not mad about it. I'm mad about this hair though. Oh my God. My hair's always a mess. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to blush. I am going to use the ColourPop blush sticks. I think I may have used one of the colors once. Maybe. I've not used this color. This is color Aloha. And I'm not necessarily a fan of cream blush. There are only a couple cream blushes that I like. I like the Milk Cream blush. We're gonna try this. It's kind of a peachy pink. I come all the way up into my temples with my blush. If you don't like doing that, then don't do it. Don't listen to me. You do not have to listen to me. If you wanna be my friend, you have to listen to me. But if you're just trying to watch to get advice, I'm not gonna make you listen. Just mute me while I do this.
Shut when you think about it.
But I like to blend everything up. That gives you a nice sculpted look. It brings the color all the way around again. I'm already pretty cool toned, so I don't want to do a ton of blush because then I just look pink all over and nobody really wants that. But I do a little bit, you know, just to give a little bit of color. Okay, it is time for the eyes. Are you ready? We are going to use the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. Never even opened it. I got this palette when it first came out. Everyone's like, it looks kind of ashy. I don't know if I necessarily like it. Whatever. I was like, okay, the pictures do look a little ashy. I went into the store. I was like, oh my God, that's a really pretty palette. Let's go ahead and try to do a nice little fall look with this. Should be good. So in person, they're not super ashy. They look pretty good. So I think that maybe they need to fire their photographer or get a different photographer or change up their lighting or something, because in person, they're really pretty colors. They're really pretty fall colors. I don't dislike them at all. But I never used it because there were so many other palettes. Guys, there's been like 600 palette releases.
Oh, the world needs this? Oh, let's do 8 of these. Like, let's keep going.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I feel like as somebody who does reviews on all these things, I had to get each one, and it was like, there's only so many hours in the day and only so many palettes you can use. And even if you use like 3 a day, there's still some that you don't use. And this unfortunately was one of them. And once again, if I showed you my palette drawers, I have 3 of them now, you'd be like, oh my God, you have a problem. And I would agree with you.
No, you're right.
I have a problem, that's okay. Okay, we're gonna start off with Sweet. It's just a nice pinky transition color, and I'm going to blend this up into my brow bone. Right now, I'm gonna go into Drip and just hit that in the crease. This is also the first Urban Decay palette I've owned. I've not owned any other Urban Decay palettes, so just don't know why I'm not obsessed with the color stories in them. I'm not obsessed with the different things they offer, but You know, I'm also, somebody who does use a lot of color. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the darkest color, Sting, and just hit this outer V. And I'm very intentional on where I place my shadow because of my hooded lids. There are like a million videos where I talk about why I place my shadow where I do. I'm trying to pull up my eyes. I have downturned eyes, hooded lids. So if you want those videos, just honestly watch my channel. You'll see all those videos. I do a million of those. Okay, I'm taking some of the Makeup Revolution concealer and just cutting this crease. I normally use the ABH eye primer to do that, but I have used that product before, so I'm just using the concealer to do that. Okay, now I'm gonna take Flyby, which is the lightest shade, and just tap that into the inner corner. Kind of a shimmery white, off-white shade. And then I'm going to take Amber, which is a gold shimmer, and put it right on the lid. Okay, let's go ahead and get that lower lash line. I'm going to do the deepest shade, Sting. It's on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna use Sweet to just smoke it out. Okay guys, this is pretty much the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the other eye, and I'll throw on some lashes, and I will be right back. All right, we're back. I finished the other eye. This is the finished eye look. I really do like this palette. Don't let the pictures fool you. It's actually a really pretty palette, really pretty fall neutral palette. I threw in some eyelashes. These are Lily lashes in the style Hollywood, which I don't think I've used before. I had to open the package. I don't believe I've had these ones before. They're super dramatic, which you know me, I'm just not a dramatic person. But I do like this look here. Let's go ahead and finish the look so we can be done and we can move on with our lives and put all this shit back in the drawers where they belong. Okay, so for highlighting, we are gonna use the Sweet Peach Glow. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got this because it smelled good, and then I never used it. So let's take a look at this. Sweet Peach Glow, the Milk Makeup Highlighter I enjoy. Wait, let me smell. Yeah, it still smells so good. I really do like that smell. I like the Ofra highlighter. I like the Lunar Beauty highlighter. So there are highlighters that I just like that I've kind of just gotten used to using, and I always reach for the same ones. But it's good to have options. It's good to, reach for other things sometimes. Just switch things up. And this is a really nice subtle glow. It's not like gonna blind you. You're not gonna like go out and be seen from space with something like this, but it's just a nice little touch here. A nice little glowy moment. What a wonky eyelash. That's better. So let's move on to lip. And for lips, I'm gonna line my lips with House Labs in Myth. I have used the House Labs in On Point, but this one I've not ever used. Ooh. Dropping shit. I do like this formula. It's pretty creamy. I'm not a gaga over the formula. See what I did there? But I do like it. It's pretty good. I really do love the KKW lip liners. I also really do like the Patrick Ta new lip liners. They're precision lip crayons. They're really, really pretty. They look like this if you're interested. These are what I've kind of been using most recently, and they're super creamy, and I really do enjoy those ones. So like I said, this is a good lip liner. It's a good standard lip liner. I'm gonna go ahead and use Milani Amore Matte. Amore, maybe? Amore Matte? Amore Matte? This is in shade Adorable. Man, I can relate to that. I'm gonna put that right in the center and blend that into the lip liner. Adorable, adorable. The first product, the primer, I feel like it did an okay job. There are primers that I like better. I love the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I love the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. All of those are really great primers. This one's okay if you like silicone primers that's gonna be pore minimizing. It's an okay primer. Forever Skin Glow from Dior. I say do not get this one. Go ahead and get the Face and Body Backstage Dior foundation. This foundation is like the bomb. It makes my skin look so good, so flawless, poreless. Honestly, this is a really, really good foundation. It's a little more full coverage than I'm used to, but use it very sparingly. It's a beautiful foundation. I like that one better than this Forever Skin Glow. So this is the newer one. Definitely pick this up if you're gonna get a Dior foundation. The concealer is bomb. I really like the concealer. It was the perfect color. I really did like it, even though it was super full coverage. I enjoyed it. It covered everything really well, and it was super creamy and super hydrating. The under eye Laura Mercier, girl bye. No, I don't like this at all. I feel like it made my under eyes look not so cute. So I'm gonna pass on that one. I probably won't use that one again. I would pick up the Becca Hydra Mist if you are looking for a good setting powder for under your eyes. This one is a perfect one for under your eyes, super hydrating. All these gimmicks about like, this has worked great for your under eyes. Ma'am, no, goodbye. just get the Becca. It'll never steer you wrong. The other products, the Charlotte Tilbury Contour, too warm tone. The Kevyn Aucoin is like it for contour products for me. If you are looking for a good contour product, something cool tone, the Contour from Kevyn Aucoin is it for you. You are going to die when you see this sculpting powder. Then we have the ColourPop blush stick. This was an okay blush stick. I like the Milk blush sticks better, but this is a really good price point. So if you're looking for something that is a good cream blush that does the job, this is a good one. If you are okay with spending a little more money, get the Milk, because I really do enjoy the Milk. As far as the palette goes, the palette is beautiful. Honestly, in looking at it in person, it's a lot prettier than when you see in pictures. A lot of times pictures are deceiving, so I always try to see things in person. In person, this is beautiful. It has a lot of darker colors, a lot of really pretty fall colors. I feel like it's a really pretty neutral. I wish it had a couple more shimmers. I know you never hear me say that because I don't like shimmers, right? But I do wish this had a couple more lighter shimmers just because there wasn't a lot to play around with in regards to shimmers and sparkle colors. So I do wish there was one or two more, but I'll give it a pass. I do like that palette. The highlighting palette, it smells nice.
Okay, let's move on.
There are other highlighting palettes that work just as well. There are other options. We'll leave it at that. But as far as like a natural, not really out of control glow, it gave me that. I'm not gonna, lie about that. The Morphe baking powder was really good. I really liked how it made this side of my nose bake and the under eye, it cleaned up everything. So as far as the baking powder goes, that one is a really good one. It's a really good price point. So go Morphe. You did that. The lip products, as far as lip products goes, lip products are lip products. I told you the ones I like. I like KKW Beauty lip liner. I like House Labs lip liner. It worked fine. I really like the Patrick Ta one, so there are several options for lip liner. The House Labs works great. The color was fine on me. I liked it with this look. The Milani, it's a little drying. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll probably put a gloss on. Actually, I'll probably put this gloss on right now. This is Morphe Boho, which I was gonna do. I'm just gonna do this right here because this is like, my lips feel super dry. I feel like naked without a gloss. I don't know why. I feel better. Milani lip, I mean, it was I don't like lip products. The Morphe gloss is working, but good over it. So we're gonna go with that. Just stick with the gloss and you can never go wrong, honestly. There are other lip products that I like better, and if you watch my videos, you can see kind of all those different lip products that I use. And I think that's it. I think we covered everything. The Milani bronzer worked fine. They all worked fine to good. Nothing was like horrific, except for maybe the Charlotte Tilbury, which was a nightmare, and then the Laura Mercier under eye, which, girl, that's not cute. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing all these different products, and maybe it kind of piqued your interest on what you may have, not necessarily that you haven't used, but maybe you haven't used something in a while. It's in the back of your drawers. Dig through those drawers, see if you can uncover some secrets and uncover some things that you haven't used in a long time, and put those back on your face and see if you like them still, if you've changed, if you've evolved, if you've grown. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Make sure you sub to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.